Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots.
Ultimately, we will have to have some kind of universal basic income.
The more cities that can experiment doing it, the better.
I think one of the most important trends that's happening right now in the sector is that people are thinking a lot more about resources per outcome.
That the way we fight extreme poverty can and should change in a fundamental way.
Numbers were looking better, but people weren't feeling good about them.
No, but it seems to me that some very intelligent critics of your proposal, who are as wedded as you to the same ideals of freedom and so on, do make the point that in a full employment society, when you have people who resist employment because they are undermotivated, precisely what they then need is to be treated not as members of an equal category.
To be specific, we should spend less money buying things that we think poor people need and give more money directly to poor people to let them do what they want with it.
Proposal to help poor people by giving them money, which is what they need, rather than as now, by requiring them to come before a governmental official, detail all their assets and their liabilities, and be told that you may spend X dollars on rent, Y dollars on food, etc., and then be given a handout.
And the lab was established in February 2017 to provide some rigorous research and in-depth discussions to support the growing interest in basic income.
For the first 50 years or so of development economics of foreign aid, we didn't test our ideas experimentally.
Don't we know from the evidence of our senses that the poor really are divided into 2 categories?
Now, one of the answers, it seems to me, is a guaranteed annual income, a guaranteed minimum income for all people and for all families of our country.
And then let's just look at money and time and effort in, and let's look at the outcomes. And then let's not worry so much about whether in the middle of that is the UN or a private entity, or a for-profit or a non-profit or a government or whatever.
The idea of basic income still seems like outrageous, I think, to most folks.
They would be far better off if we just gave them the money and let them spend it.
Across test after test in many different contexts, this really simple approach of giving money to poor people, letting them do what they want with it, was working really well.
The input per outcome blows away almost every development program I've ever seen.
The truth is, we have evidence on the long-term impact of very, very few things. We do for cash transfers. We have evidence that 4 or 5 years out, there have been large sustained impacts on the lives of people that have received them.